it's really cool because you're not really competing against anyone. Each shot is against yourself, which is what I like about the sport. So yeah, there's a lot of guys, there might be 15 guys there that can win a competition, but when you get behind that optic and you see that target, they don't matter, or they shouldn't. Do you want him? Is he all right? Is he bugging you at all? When we were young, my dad had two 12-gauge shotguns, and that was a big deal when he would pull one out of the gun cabinet and let us just, rack the slide or something like that, or check it out. It was not something you could just go in and grab a gun and check it out. It was like a Saturday evening, and we got to, touch it and feel it. Before PRS, I shot high power. It was reduced range high power, which is 3 positions: the standing, sitting, and then prone. So I did that for a while, and that actually got shut down because of the New York Safe Act. I couldn't shoot that anymore. So I wanted to try something else, and bolt guns were the way to go. But there were no competitions. And then the first one I tried was in the fall of 2016, and I got destroyed. And that's how I got into it, because I don't like getting destroyed at something. So this rifle represents what I would say is an evolution. So I just finished my 3rd year shooting, and I've been shooting this setup for about the past 2. What we've got is something most people don't run, and that's the thickest barrel profile you can get. And there's a couple reasons I do that, and a couple of them are top secret. One of them, it makes the rifle super easy to tune when you've got such a big barrel. And the other one, it just fits my hand when I'm trying to wrap around it on a barricade or something like that. This rifle represents people that I believe are some of the best in the industry with regard to integrity, workmanship, customer service. But it doesn't necessarily represent something that I get for free. So most of what you see here, I paid full retail price for on the gun. And that's how much I believe in this company. I'd rather buy this than get given that. The action's made by Impact. The guys are in Oklahoma, and they started out maybe 5 years ago, but they've got the lion's share of the PRS business, really. And what I feel is the best action out there, hands down. It's a Bartline barrel, Heathen muzzle brake. The reason I choose the muzzle brake I do, I think after a while I get this almost like a sinus blockage. It feels like you're getting slapped in the face after 2 days of shooting. That brake doesn't bother me as much, so I can put up with that for a lot longer. John Kyle Truitt and his wife Amy Lynn are a fantastic family. They're solid Christians, and this stock, I think, again represents the best feel and balance you can have in a stock. I have bedded one just to see what it would do. It didn't shoot any better than unbedded. So you can take this right from John Kyle, the way he ships it, and go win a national match with it. But that's basically the setup. It's 6 BRA, the caliber. That's what I've been running for a couple years now. If you see a result that's up here one day and down the next, it's probably not because the rifle didn't shoot well, it's because your headgear wasn't on straight. So, but a lot of guys can't manage that mental stress, and it's cool when you do, and it's something to work on when you don't. It's a lot of fun to work on when you don't. I do mean it when I say your action should reflect your belief, right? So if I go out and I'm a good competitor, but I'm a jerk and I'm cursing a blue streak, then I'm not consistent with what I believe in. So what I do should represent my faith. But there are some people I look up to in the sport that have taken time out. They could be a top level performer and they could be a jerk off the field. But one of those guys that's been outstanding has been Matt Rousseau. I mean, he doesn't get his just desserts. Matt is a super consistent, predictable character. That's why he's good at shooting, but that's kind of his personality. He's not flashy and giggles, and he's not down in the dumps. He's just Mr. Mental Strength. He's not afraid to take a brand new shooter. He'll treat a brand new guy with as much respect as somebody that finishes in the very top. I don't really care about a trophy on a wall. I like connection. I really do. That's why I like to teach. That's why I like to work with SWAT teams and snipers. That's cool, because that's using a skill that's kind of a selfish pursuit. And if those guys have to use their skill to protect and to serve, that's pretty cool. That's something that's lasting. That's not just a trophy on a wall or a check on a wall. That's pretty neat. I can't put a price tag on that. I think looking back, I had a similar question. You know, how do I get plugged into a sport like that? I'll get training right off the bat, and that training, depending on who you're with, it isn't necessarily fit to what you might need to do. So I think the best thing you can do is come out to a competition to see what it's really like, to connect with people in your geography and develop a support system for questions and answers, and figure out who's genuine and who knows and who doesn't. And that's what I would recommend. Get plugged into a local set, get recommendations based off that.